Sir, I take the opportunity to speak on the second batch of 19 demands pertaining to key departments such as fiscal administration, planning, surveys and statistics, 2 energy, 3 governor and council of ministers, 4 general administration and elections, 5 municipal administration and urban development, 6 administration of justice, 7 state legislature, 8 industries and commerce, 9th information technology, electronics and communication, 10 commercial taxes administration, 11 excise administration, 12 home administration, 13 labor and employment, 14 transport administration, 15 backward classes, 16 school education, 17 higher education, 18 technical education, and 19 is medical and health, sir. So 19 demands at one time. So before going ahead with my observation and my demands and my suggestions for these demands, I would like to thank the Speaker for giving me an ample time on the discussion on the budget, sir. I thank you very much, sir. Sir, and with the hope that when I speak on this 19 demands, I would be given at least 3 minutes or 4 minutes for each demand, sir. Sir, starting ahead with the fiscal administration, planning, surveys and statistics, sir. So this demands accounts for overall allocation of rupees 50,699 crores, including rupees 34,823 crore charged on the consolidated fund and rupees 15,876 crores to be voted in the House. Interest payment and repayments of loans by the government and pensions of the government employees account to the bulk of the allocation for the finance department, sir. Sir, I have come across reports that the Telangana government is seeking debt swapping of high-cost loan with short repayment schedules borrowed in the previous year with fresh loans from financial institutions on low interest rates and longer repayment duration, sir. Sir, I hope the Finance Minister Saab will elaborate on this issue, sir, which I have raised. Sir, I would like to make once again a request to the Honorable Speaker, sir, to please give instructions to the government and the concerned ministers. Sir, when we do a study and a research and when we prepare ourselves and come with figures and also statistics, sir, if my figures are wrong, I need to be corrected. But unfortunately, sir, in the budget speech, budget is about figures, sir. And figures are supposed to be debated. I spoke more on the figures, sir. And also in my speech, some political speech was also there, which every leader does that. But it is so unfortunate that no reply was given on the figures. Political speech replies was given. I thank for that. Sir, this House needs to have a debate on figures and we need to correct. Like if a legislature like me stands here and says that this is there in this book, this is there in that book, and this is what minister is saying, it is the responsibility of the government to come forward and say, no, you are wrong, we are right. I would have been more happier with that. But, rather than just keeping quiet, ignoring it, as if we are not interested, so this makes a person who comes prepared very disheartened. And unfortunately, sir, or fortunately I would say, the media also carries only that debate which is of political interest, probably because people want to read what is more interesting. So there were so many nice figures and interesting figures which were spelled out, but I felt like it was really unheard. But anyway, one hears or not, I'm not going to leave my practice of coming with the figures, talking on the subject and making things clear, sir. So the allocation of the Finance and Planning Department include rupees 603.76 crores for Constancy Development Program in 24-25 as against the revised estimate of rupees 418.10 crore for the year 23-24. Sir, in 22-23, the government had spent 773.19 crore on CDP by sanctioning some additional amount for the CDP, sir. Sir, however, if we go by the budget documents, in the last financial year, the government, previous and the present one, did not release rupees 185.66 crores under the CDP for reasons known to the former and the present finance minister, sir. Sir, but the outcome budget on fiscal administration, finance department on page 63 mentions that rupees 788 crores were released and expenditure of rupees 553.26 crores was incurred on CDP in the last financial year. Apart from the CDP, the Chief Minister has been provided with a discretionary special development fund for welfare of developmental schemes for which an allocation of rupees 1,886.75 crores has been made in the 2024-25 budget. The CM Saab sanctioned the funds under CDF for development works and welfare programs in the constituencies of legislatures in addition to the CDP, sir. Sir, I need a clarification on this, sir. Sir, under this special fund, then CM Saab had sanctioned rupees 609.54 crores in the year 22-23 and revised estimate for 23-24 is rupees 1,578.35 crores, sir, as against the allocation of rupees 7,600.54 crores, sir. However, the outcome budget on fiscal administration finance department on page number 63 points out that 1,987.45 crores were released under SDP and expenditure of rupees 1,984.14 crores were incurred. Honorable Speaker, sir, I hope and trust that the CM Revanth Reddy Saab will be liberal in sanctioning funds from the SDP for works and welfare programs proposed by the legislatures in their constituencies, sir, irrespective of their party affiliations. Sir, I was surprised to see the current year's budget, no allocation is made for Gajwel Area Development Authority set up by the previous government. On the other hand, sir, Kodangal Area Development Authority is allocated rupees 120 crores in current year's budget. Sir, if the successive chief ministers set up development authorities for their respective constituencies, what should the other ministers and legislatures do, sir? Sir, I have been seeing this not from now, sir. When Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was the chief minister in Andhra Pradesh, that time also I saw the same thing used to happen. Kuppam used to get a lot of funds and developments. Then after that, Rajshekhar Reddy Saab had become a chief minister. Kadapa had come. Hyderabad Public School had gone to Kadapa. All the development, it's fine, sir. Then again, after that, only one chief minister, sir, which I really miss him and I love him the most was Mr. Roshaya Saab. Always he used to fight. But he was the only minister, I think he never took anything. वो MLC भी थे उसके बाद भी sir, but he was also an MLA once. Yes. जब वो अपने आप के लिए या कभी नहीं लिए साहब, लेकिन गजवेल में KCR साहब आए ले लिए, अब यहाँ पे लिए हैं, ठीक है लीजिए, हमको कोई शिकायत नहीं है, शिकवा नहीं है, लेकिन एक बात जरूर ये कहूंगा सर, कल भी मैं कहा था, फिर से कहूंगा एक बात कि ये बनाए है कोडंगल में एरिया डेवलपमेंट, बट द क्वेश्चन विच नीड्स टू बी answered, if not answered, which needs to be, thought about by the Honorable Chief Minister Saab is that, sir, जब वो इलेक्शन लड़े थे सर, मैं कल फिगर्स दिया था परसों, तो वो 1 लाख चिल्लर वोट लिए थे, और जब पार्लियामेंट का इलेक्शन आया, तो वो जितने वोट लिए थे वो उतने रिटेन नहीं करे. The Congress candidate from the Kodangal Assembly constituency took 23,000 less votes. चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं थे तो वोट बढ़ के मिले, चीफ मिनिस्टर रहने के बाद वोट कम मिले। तो इस चीज पे देखना है, गौर करना है। Sir, also going further ahead, sir. Sir, I would also say, sir, moreover, is it not discriminatory to staff the area development authority of the former chief minister's constituency of special funds, sir? I hope that the government will look into that, because today I'm standing here and making a demand for the former chief minister's development authority funds to be released, sir.